Hello and welcome to the Getting Started video help tutorial. I'm here to assist you in getting started with the Entrepreneur Sim. What you need to be doing to begin with, the activities that you need to be doing before you actually run your business, and how to sign up. So first and foremost, we need to jump in and click on the resources button from the home page. This will help you and guide you through. The video help tutorials that are here for you that you're viewing probably on the training kit, there's many links there to help you as well. So we need to find the Entrepreneur Sim handout first and foremost. We'll click that and we'll open that up. That's a zip. There's two file formats that are inside that zip. We've got a Microsoft Office Word document and Adobe Acrobat document. So you'll have to have either one of those formats to be able to actually open it. So this is the actual handout itself. It's done in a sort of a booklet format. Now this is not the actual manual. The manual can be found in the support button in the actual main menu of the website. So you can see here a table of contents, introduction. We're only going to be going up to the roles and responsibilities, up here to the visiting the shops and tasks. We're not going to be going on. There's another video help tutorial that will actually walk you through what it is you need to do once you've opened your business and once you're inside the sandbox. So let's scroll on down here. The introduction you will have probably seen in a briefing format from Orwell Dawes, who is this guy here, and he's your angel investor. He's given you money to actually start your business as an entrepreneur. So to understand more about the startup and how much has been invested inside your business, we want to check out the startup funds invested, and check out this link right here. And this will pop up a window to the manual, and it'll go over the story of actually sort of the background of your business and how it started. So there's some quick facts, where to find these individuals inside the interface once you get there, and there's debriefing videos, as I mentioned as well, that you should have seen. And it also goes through the startup of expenses. There's 14 business types, which we'll talk about momentarily. The startup funds that are given, each individual or group that is opening up a business is given the same amount of money. So you're starting at the same level, same playing field, if you wish. And you can see here that if I was opening up an events planning business, Orwell Dawes would have given us $140,000 and change. The working capital, once we've spent that money, we're left with $10,000. We're expected by the end of either the 2, 4, 6, or 8 weeks that we're running our business with at least $35,000 profit. It goes over the base staff positions, which we initially have to hire for our business, wearing the hat of an entrepreneur, but also as the human resources manager, and then the optimal sales breakdown for the products and services that we're offering for each of the business types that we're running. So let's zip back to the handout here, and you can see here that we've clicked on this button already, but let's scroll down to the next component, which is the business types. So you need to consider the business types that you're going to be running. So there's 14, as I mentioned. Some are food and beverage, others are retail based. We have an international import-export business type, electronics, events planning, medical professions. We also have a professional's office, which would include a lawyer, an accountant, a marketer. So it's almost any sort of business type that wouldn't fall underneath the food and beverage guys, the lodging operations, and then the medical, and etc. So we can find out more about those business types by clicking this button, which will bring up the link to the manual. And it actually goes over more information. So if we aren't quite sure, does my idea of my business that I want to run, does it fit actually inside one of these business types, we can read more about those. So a nightclub, business type example would be a dance club, a discotheque, a dance party, a soda, club that you wouldn't have to offer alcoholic beverages, a lounge, a cabaret, dinner theater, etc. So we go over the business components. We also need to create a product list and upload it to the system. So we suggest that you create a shooter menu, a small food menu, and a drink menu for the nightclub. And it goes over all of those business types that you can see here: travel, tourism, clothing, retail, professional's office, etc. So let's zip back to the Entrepreneur Sim handout manual. And then let's talk about the preparation. There's 5 activities you need to do prior to starting. running your business. And this would be sort of parallel to the real world. So if you're actually running and creating your own business from scratch, these are some of the blueprints and some of the steps in what you need to be doing in the real world, not only inside the simulation as well. So first we need to, and this is in no particular order, but the first thing we should be actually looking at is the one-page business plan. Now, what we don't want you to do is get scared and think, wow, I've got a huge project ahead of me. But that's not the case. We just want to organize your thoughts using the one-page business plan, and here you can see it. So we need to understand what business type, and basically what this is going to be doing is allow you to, as I mentioned, organize your thoughts. So once you're setting up your business inside the simulation, you can pretty much copy and paste some of this information here into the setup. So it's there as a guide for you. So in the one-page business plan, we ask, what your business type is going to be from the 14 business types, the business name, the location, which we're going to talk about in a minute, the IPS, which is the location on in the town. It's like a GPS coordinate, which we'll talk about as well. The vision. So what do you want to do? So in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see sort of a Cole's notes as to what the vision is. We are looking for a mission statement as well, and we're looking for business objectives. Now, there's lots of resources on the internet. What we don't want you to do is just copy and paste something that's already out there. We want your own vision. We want you to buy into this project. We want you to understand that this is going to be your virtual business online. So here we have some objectives which then have to match your strategy. So the objectives are things that are measurable. For instance, I want to have $45,000 profit by year end. So then you need to align yourself with a strategy on how you're going to get there. Okay. The other objectives could be, I want to be a green business. I want to ensure that I have a low flush toilets, or solar paneling purchased after the second year. So those again are quantifiable and measurable sort of objectives that we're looking for. So if we jump back to, so this is what you need to fill out, save it to, external hard drive of some sort, or to wherever you wish, print it out, but this is going to be sort of the building blocks of where you're starting from. So this can be simultaneously created and changed alongside your review of your competition, which is here, selecting a business location, creating your products and services, which we have templates for, which we'll go over right now, and creating a press release. So it's really sort of pick and choose what you want to start after you've opened up the business plan and you've started that. So let's review your competition, because I think review competition and selecting a business location, they sort of go hand in hand. So if we click on the the community blog here, and we're going to jump to this page, we'll see that we have the community of actual Friday Island businesses. Friday Island is the virtual world that you're going to be actually running your business inside. There's a weathering system. There are towns and roadways where you actually get to interact. There is an artificial populace that has likes and dislikes with real demographics in each of the areas that you choose. So you can learn more about each of these businesses, each of these towns by clicking on here. So you might have sort of a preconceived idea as to what you want to be running. So if you're going to be running, let's say, a medical professions office. Let's say you're going to be an optometrist. So you need to be in a community that is going to facilitate your idea of your business. Now, if you're doing, the elderly, you're going to need to be going into a retirement community. So, you need to do some research on the communities as to where you're going to be opening up your spot. So, in a hip place where there's not a lot of elderly people, it wouldn't be a really advantageous place to open up a clinic like that. So you'll need to do some research. So let's click